As children, I'm sure many of you guys have had posters of, say, McLarens, Bugattis, or Koenigseggs on your wall, with the goal of one thing, and that is to obviously own these beautiful exotic cars one day. All these cars though have one thing in common, guys, and that is to be built to go fast. For years, Bugatti and Koenigsegg have been battling for the production car speed record, but recently that record has been absolutely smashed, guys, by the new player to the game, called the SSC Tuatara. Now, if you guys have never heard of the SSC brand before, well guys, pay attention because you are missing out big. SSC has 2 world records for the world's fastest production car. And guys, the SSC Tuatara is made right here in America. So if you guys want to see one of the coolest and the world's fastest production car built today, sit back and relax as we dive deep into all you need to know about the SSC Tuatara. For all of you who don't know me, guys, my name is Andrew and welcome to all you need to know about the SSC Tuatara. If you guys are new to the channel, like always guys, go down below, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. It would help out placing the video higher for the YouTube algorithm and show me that you all are enjoying this content so we can keep making great videos like this for you guys. So damn guys, where do we even begin with this brand? Shelby Supersports, or better known today as SSC North America, has been in the hypercar game, guys, for years now. The newest hypercar, called the Tuatara, is named after a reptile found only in New Zealand, known for having basically the fastest molecular evolution of any living animal today. Personally, guys, I think that this is pretty fitting for the name for this groundbreaking hypercar. But you're all here to learn how SSC built this world record smashing car and when you guys can expect to see these cars on the road. To understand this, guys, we're gonna have to start from the beginning. SSC North America, founded by a true car enthusiast and engineer called Jared Shelby. He had one goal, guys, in mind when making his supercar company, and that was to design and manufacture an American supercar that would stand up against the European-dominated industry of high-performance production cars. In the early 2000s, the company had to rename itself from Shelby Supersports to SSC North America to identify as a separate entity from Carroll Shelby International. I'm sure many of you guys know about Carroll Shelby and his legendary designing of the Cobra, the Ford GT40, and the Shelby Ford Mustangs. In the early years, SSC went through some tough times, balancing between obviously time, labor, and also the financial burden associated with building a high-performance car like the SSC. The first production car SSC built was the SSC Ultimate Aero. This first prototype was completed in 2004 and began road testing soon after that. In 2006, the Ultimate Aero completed the road and track magazine testing. Basically, the slalom test that they conducted broke the previous record held by the Enzo Ferrari. This proved that SSC's concept to build a North American supercar was on track and was becoming a reality for them. On September 13, 2007, SSC took their car, the SSC Ultimate Aero TT, and went for the Guinness World Record for the fastest production car in the world. They dethroned the Bugatti Veyron, who had a record of 253.81 miles an hour. The SSC Ultimate Aero TT completed a 2 opposite direction pass and achieved an average top speed, guys, of 256.14 miles an hour. The SSC Ultimate Aero would hold this record until 2010 when the Bugatti Veyron Supersport would beat this record. So pretty awesome, guys, for a small company like this to go up against Bugatti and take that record away from them. The SSC Ultimate Aero TT was produced until 2013 when SSC introduced the SSC Ultimate Aero XT. This was a limited edition version and also the final production run of the Ultimate Aero name. The XT stands for Extreme Tuatara, which paves the way and the path forward for the Ultimate Aero successor, the Tuatara. The XT served as a platform for testing the subassembly for this new car and allowed them to see how it would perform in the real world. The new Tuatara will be SSC's first hypercar built, and the current working prototype car, guys, is absolutely beautiful, guys. This Tuatara plans to smash all previous hypercar records, and currently this car is on the right track, guys, to do just that. On October 10th, 2020, the SSC set a new production car top speed record, hitting 131 miles an hour and setting a two-way average of 316.11 miles an hour. This gave the Tuatara the undisputed title of the world's fastest production car, and will be really hard to beat by other hypercar manufacturers in the next couple of years. Personally, guys, I think that it's super cool that they reclaimed their world record title almost exactly 13 years to the day that they set the original world record with the Ultimate Arrow. I don't know if that's just me, I personally think that's an awesome and really cool fact. Oliver Webb, the individual who was driving the Tuatara for the world record run, stated, "As I approached 331 miles an hour, the Tuatara climbed almost 20 miles an hour within the last 5 seconds. It was still pulling well. As I told Jared, the car wasn't running out of steam yet. The crosswinds are all that prevented us from realizing the car's limit." I don't know about you guys, but I have been a huge fan of SSC for years now. I remember when the Ultimate Arrow first came out and smashed the Bugatti's world fastest production car record. It's amazing to see after all these years that SSC is back, and they are back for vengeance and to reclaim that title. What makes the Tuatara the Tuatara? Well, that is pretty simple, guys. It is the crazy speed and the immaculate design and engineering that went into this car. The SSC Tuatara has some of the craziest stats that I have seen out there today for a modern hypercar. To start with, guys, the Tuatara comes with a flat plane crank 5.9 liter twin turbo V8 that on E85 makes 1,750 horsepower, or on 91 octane lowers that power down to 1,350 horsepower. The engine can now also redline at 8,800 RPMs, and for a V8, guys, that is pretty damn high RPMs. The power is transferred to the ground by a 7-speed robotic manual transmission that can change gears in sub 100 milliseconds. This allows the Tuatara now to do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds and reach a top speed, guys, of obviously 331 miles an hour. The car only also weighs 2,750 pounds, or 1,247 kilograms, which, if you guys take that 1,750 horsepower and divide it by the weight, this car has the best power to weight ratio, coming in at 63.65 power to weight. If you also compare this to other hypercars such as, say, the Hennessy Venom, which comes in at 41.65 power to weight ratio, or the Koenigsegg 1-to-1, which comes in at 44.71 power to weight, or lastly, the car that came before the Tuatara, the SSC Ultimate Arrow, at 46.41 power to weight. The Tuatara blows all their competitors, guys, out of the water. It is crazy what this car can actually put down. The overall design of the Tuatara is more than just visual, guys, it's also functional. The design is meant to carry the car through the air with ease, boosting the coefficient of drag lower than any other car in its class. To be exact, it's 0.279 coefficient of drag, which is incredibly low, guys. The Tuatara also comes with 3 different driving modes: Sport, Track, and Lift. In Sport mode, the ride height is reduced to 4 inches in the front and 4.5 inches in the rear. Track mode, the ride height is now lowered even more, down to 2.75 inches in the front and 3.75 inches in the rear. The lift mode can be used to lift the car up so you guys can actually go ahead and get over speed bumps or go get into steep driveways so you're not scraping and destroying the bottom of the car. If these stats are not enough for you guys, YouTuber the Stradman raced the new SSC Tuatara with his Bugatti Veyron, and to say the least, guys, he got spanked by the Tuatara. If you guys would want to see that video, I'll place it, guys, in the description down below so you guys can all go check it out after you're done with this video. The SSC Tuatara is an absolute beast, guys, of a car, and to be honest, it should be on everyone's dream car list. The amount of time and engineering that has gone into this car is mind-blowing, and Jared Shelby, the founder of SSC, deserves so much credit, guys, for having a dream, chasing that dream, and making it a reality. To me, SSC kind of reminds me a little bit of Koenigsegg in the sense that a person has a dream to create the world's best supercar and claims that title for their country. I don't know, that's my viewpoint on it. What would you guys think? In addition, also guys, the founders of both companies, Christian and Jared, they look pretty damn similar, like almost like they could be long lost brothers. I don't know, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think of the Tuatara? If you guys like this car, I'd love to hear what you guys think of it in the comment sections down below. As you guys can tell, I think this car is amazing, and I just can't wait to see one of these cars out on the road. What are the Tuataras going for? Well, if you are lucky enough to actually be able to afford to purchase this beautiful car, be prepared to shell out a crazy amount of cash, guys. The SSC Tuatara base price starts at $1.625 million and goes all the way up to $1.901 million. That top of the line spec comes fully equipped with also the high downforce track pack. In total, SSC is only expected to make around 100 examples of the SSC Tuatara, which makes this car incredibly rare and should be on almost every collector's top list of cars that they should purchase. I can say one thing for sure, guys. If I ever have the money to buy this car, trust me, I will be searching all over the world to buy one of these cars. And if anyone lives locally, guys, in New Jersey, hit me up. I would love to do a video filming your SSC Tuatara and talking about the car. Let me know. SSC has come a long way since its introduction of the SSC Ultimate Aero back in the early 2000s. They have shown that they mean business when it comes to the hypercar world, setting 2 production car speed records with 2 different cars over the past 15 years. I personally think that SSC has lived up to their goal to design and manufacture an American supercar that would stand against the European dominated industry of high performance production cars. What do you guys think? I think they nailed it on the head with both of these cars. As you can see, SSC just smashed that world record, guys, for the world's fastest production car, beating out the Koenigsegg official world record at 277.9 miles an hour and Bugatti's unofficial world record of 304.77 miles an hour. The time, craftsmanship, engineering, and design put into the Tuatara is outstanding and just shows how dedicated Jared Shelby is to his vision and dream of making an American supercar beyond anyone's imagination. I hope you all enjoyed this look into the SSC Tuatara. If you all enjoyed this video, go down below, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. If you all want to see more of these episodes, let me know in the comment section down below what videos you guys would like to see, and I'll select those videos for future episodes. Until next time, guys, my name is Andrew. Peace out.